Well, thanks for coming by today. It's really nice to see you guys again. I wanted to show you what we have here set up. Is really nice because I got an XT set up here with our latest wireless updates. So, you know, we have of course, our 3-axis wireless system, which has been really popular. This is something that you can control focus, iris, and zoom with this system. You also have camera control, so I can actually change settings on an Alexa camera, a Plus camera, and also the new Mini, which has come out. And I'm going to show you a little bit about that in a second. But, you know, I have new options like focus track. By using the user button, you can actually do focus track, and based on your distance measure, either a Cinetape or our version of the Cinetape, which is the UDM1, which is right over here, you can basically get a distance on that. The distance shows up right here on this handset, and then I can actually track focus based on movement. So as I'm moving, the motor is moving at the same time because it's tracking my distance. What's really nice about that is it's an ultrasonic system, so it's not like it's going to be super frame accurate. It's not meant to replace focusing. That's not a really good idea. What it is meant to do is to give you some confidence. Like if you're on a 135 and your actor moved, you know, as you looked away from the monitor, you look back, you can just check to see if you're off by an inch or two. And one of the most popular uses we have for that button is if we're slating. Because if we slate, then, you know, your actress is, 20 feet away, you're focused on her, the slate comes in at like 10 feet, you just hold the button down, it'll focus on the slate, let go, it'll be back on your actress, you're not searching for that mark again. So that's some new features that we have. We have here showing off all three of our passive motors, the CLM2, the CLM4, and the CLM3. The CLM3 actually is a high torque motor, so this is meant for turning your barrel really, really fast so that you can get to your mark quickly. And then, of course, you know, with the iris motor and the zoom motor, you don't necessarily need to do that, but, you know, you have the option to do whatever it is that you need. You can set the torque, you can change the torque so that the acceleration is different, and depending on which motor you use, the CLM3 has the highest top speed, and the CLM4 follows after that. Another item that we have on the system here is, of course, I was talking about the UDM1, which is an ultrasonic distance measure, and that's on this accessory shoe on top of SMB1 Mattebox. So this is our new Mattebox, studio Mattebox, and this actually tilts. So if you're doing a car shot and you got the headlights coming towards you, or using candles and you got filters and you got the ghosting, you could actually tilt it out now. So this is our tilting Mattebox. It comes with, of course, the accessory mount at the top. It's a swing away, just like our classic MB18, MB19 Mattboxes. Super solid build. Of course, you know, sunshade is anamorphic in this setup, so I'm going to swing this out so you can see it. And really the nice thing is I can actually take the accessory off from over here, put it down, and then I can swing away the Mattebox to get access to it. So I can, like, you know, change lenses and stuff like that. So that's it right there. And you have an extension just like you did before with any of other Mattboxes, so you could extend out and put it back in. And if you come on the other side, on the opposite side of the SMB1, you can see that you have, I'll open this up so we can swing it out just a little bit and move this over. And you can see that you have tray catchers, individual tray catchers per frame, so that your filter frame doesn't fall and you don't break any filters. And of course, if you needed to do a grad, we have a graduated filter as well, of course, so that you can turn on or off the tray catcher depending if you're going to do a grad or not. The nice thing about this system is that it really comes apart easily for a quick change in the field. So in this case, I can quickly take off the back, I can take this 2-stage off, and I can put a 1-stage in here instead, and just change this up. So let's say instead of 2 stages, I can only do 1 because I have a super wide lens. I can just take this apart, or if I want, I can do it with no stages and just put this back over here. So I think with these 2 Mattboxes, the SMB1, which is a 6x6 Mattbox, and the new SMB2, which is 4x5.6, I think we're really, getting close to giving that one tool that you can use in many, many different ways. So of course, one of the exciting things at NAB for ARRI this year is the Mini camera. This is a 5-pound camera body, symmetrical on the top and bottom, and you could of course build it out to be, for your movie rigs, for gimbals and drones, for studio application, for handheld. We have shoulder pads and battery offset mounts. We have all kinds of accessories for it. But basically, this is the basics. It's a really, really nice form factor, a lot of carbon fiber. There's actually going to be carbon fiber front here too. And it's got a PL mount titanium lens with, like we were talking about the motors earlier, this is where you can plug in the little active motors right into here. And it has a fan in here and an exhaust that comes out the back, and you could put in your CFast 2.0 cards over here, your media. Right now the 128s are available, but of course, you heard that the 256 will be coming out soon. It'll be different makers as well, Transcend and Lexar, aside from just SanDisk. So the price will really drop drastically this year, which is really nice. It'll be readily available. And the great thing is it has a rudimentary interface, but this camera you could hook it up with the Amira viewfinder and use the menu system on that. You can use your iPhone to change menu settings. You could use, Transvideo has a Starlight monitor, which is a 5-inch monitor. You can put it on there, and that will have a rudimentary menu system as well. Or if you're just using a regular monitor, you can at least change some of the settings by using the user buttons, which actually have arrows as well. So it has a lot of different ways. And you could plug it into a laptop with through the Ethernet port, and you can control it through there as well. So there's a lot of different ways you can change the settings on the camera. It is an Alexa in a little box. Believe it or not, this camera does have a 4.3 sensor, and in September, October, and the fall, basically, you'll be able to get a license for 4.3 anamorphic 2:1 lenses and for RAW recording, so you can actually record RAW. This is an Alexa camera, so of course RAW recording has to be a possibility. And not only is it used for special applications, which it was intended for, but you can really use it for anything that you want, depending on how you want to set it up.